Ooh, it's spooky in here all of a sudden.
What
Isn't
happened?
that right?
I closed my eyes and suddenly the whole thing is clown themed. What have you done, Callum?
That was you.
Oh yeah,
you made it clown themed.
We spent too long on this little set that we're going to take down after we record this.
Minutes after we record this.
Do you guys like it? Leave a comment below.
Yeah, we're getting to the spooky festiveness.
But it's really spooky. That's why we're under a campfire right now in your room.
Yeah, you can see. It's a really cold campfire.
My socks say keep away from fire. Instantly ignited. But welcome. Here's a business opportunity for anyone who is a child. Offer yourself on Halloween to, especially orphans.
Not this again.
Especially if you're an orphan and you don't have any, like me and Callum, we would love to go trick-or-treating. So just offer yourself for Halloween night. Also, if you're a parent that wants to do things like dress up as a bee in a bikini. Bikini. That's a popular one on Halloween. And you got kids because, teenage pregnancies and all that. And you want to, have a babysitter. Me and Callum can babysit.
We totally won't take your child out.
We're gonna take your child out.
Get candy.
Go trick or treating. They'll have the best night ever. We'll even go to Pedro and wait for narcotics.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fun.
Your kid will have the best experience of their life.
We'll pay you.
Well, I shouldn't have said that.
We're babysitting your child, and we're gonna pay you.
Oh no, I don't like this anymore. Anything I'm gonna say is like this is like you yesterday becoming the clown.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
we'll mention it. I think we'll talk about it in another episode.
We'll talk about this more in detail. But we recorded
a short film.
A short film where I'm a clown. With Brad from episode 1, if you recall, where he was the little boy wearing this pinwheel hat,
that hat,
and that was something was very terrifying about the ending of that day.
Well, it was a really fun day because you guys just started improving, and it got a little. It made it funny.
Yeah, it got a little bit.
It got a little bit.
Stranger danger.
Nonce is the word.
Yeah. Couldn't help myself.
Can we use that word on YouTube?
Nonce, no, like you can say wanker if you want. Like YouTube is an American company; they won't care.
Yeah, but anyway, a very terrifying thing happened at the end, and you have to watch the next episode.
Watch the next episode to find out what happened.
The true Halloween special.
Yeah, this is like
this is the pre-Halloween special.
This is the spooktacular, and then the next episode is going to be the spectacular.
The spafftacular. Can I say that?
Yeah. Again,
with no context, that's really bad. It's a spark and a gaffer.
Yeah, sparking. Yeah,
the film and TV roles.
That's what it is.
Combined, it's a spaffer.
Yes,
obviously.
It is Halloween after all, which is a spooky season. But the reason that we dress up as a ghost or a ghoul or a witch or a zombie is to fight off the evil spirits that live amongst us. At least that's what the pagans did.
Among us?
Amongst.
Oh.
I just purposely don't say among anymore because
amongst.
I just get that in my head. So.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you've dressed up for Halloween?
Oh God, I've not dressed up for Halloween in years.
What was the last thing you dressed up as?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I've done a vampire before, probably. And I don't remember anything else.
I do try and get a little bit more creative with my costumes than other people. Sometimes I dress up as I know some people dress up like Michael Jackson, which is a great person to dress up as because it doesn't matter if you're white or black, you can dress up like Michael Jackson. So he's a person for everyone, really. I mean, unless you were one of his Neverland victims. Yeah, it's very easy to get dark, actually, on here.
It's very easy to get dark. Speaking of dark.
Now it's darker for Callum. I dressed up as Elle from Death Note 1 year, which was pretty easy.
Death Note.
I just had to have a long white sleeve shirt, blue jeans, and a wig.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
All of that. I dressed up as Chris Chan, which required creating a Sonichu medallion, which I wore. So I'm cursed now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So if you see me, I don't know, do some weird things in the future, or being a lolcow in the future, you know why.
Yeah.
I've also dressed up as a werewolf, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, serial killers or celebrities or cartoon characters mostly. That's just my and last time I went trick or treating was when was the last time you went trick or treating, Callum?
2020.
2021.
2022.
So you were
18.
18.
Yeah.
Could you do that?
Not really. I didn't want to. A couple of my friends wanted to.
Were they
they wanted me to film it.
Were they like younger than you?
No. Not really.
Because last time I went was 2020. I was 15.
It was the same year we recorded the second Halloween special for almost 11 o'clock.
Oh, cool.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Wow. That was my last Halloween was pretty good. I had it was after the COVID lockdown, but people were still kind of like terrified of COVID. So my mum basically said, you can have friends over, but they have to sleep in tents in the garden. So I set up a little campsite in my garden, and I got my projector out, and then we watched spooky movies and played games and stuff. It was quite a lot of fun.
Sounds pretty good.
I went out, and the kind of couple of friends that I was with, they were on the phone to this guy called Pedro, who was going to supply them with narcotics. And then
narcotics.
And then me and there's me and my I'm not like, I got on well with this guy, but I wasn't really friends with him that much. But we were quite close, sort of acquaintances. Me and Caleb were just like, what the fuck is going on here? Caleb, narcotics. I just want sweets, mate. So we went round. I have this circuit that I usually do every Halloween. It's great fun because I've been that way so many times. It doesn't feel like very long at all. So I managed to go to each door, get my stuff. Sometimes
no razor blades.
No razor blades. No.
That's good.
I think all very trustworthy. The worst thing that you can possibly get is a 6-year-old Mawam like bar.
Oh.
That's like got the consistency of like a brick. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen. But me and Caleb went around, got some stuff. I got some Laffy Taffy, which was so cool because I've never had that before. It tasted awful, and the joke was bad. But it was cool to try new things. Parma Violets, Mars bars.
I love Parma Violets.
Those little lollipop things, but they're not lollipops. They're like those like chalky like.
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah. The alien.
The little monsters on them.
Monster ones, yeah.
Those are really good. Just went around there, then came back, watched the White Bear episode of Black Mirror, which traumatized me for the rest of the night. But yeah, that was the last proper Halloween that I ever had, and well, at least
my
trick or
one was
treating.
so lame compared to that.
What was your?
We basically just walked around, didn't really go to any houses because we were too old.
Yeah.
And then the person that organised it and wanted to do it left like 2 hours early than everyone else. So we just kind of walked around. We hopped the fence over into one of the local parks though, and just kind of went around there when it was empty. So that was spooky.
No waiting for narcotics.
No. What does that mean, narcotics? Are you trying to knock yourself out?
Well, some of these people probably did. Like the horses and all that.
Oh no.
So, what was I trying to think of? Yeah, I've been to like Halloween parties before where sometimes we wouldn't even dress up. It would just be a party on Halloween. People would be in their, Nike tracksuits. And I'm like, what are we doing here? We could have had this party on any other day.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. You even got the Monster Mash playing right now. So I put Monster Mash on the Spotify and you go, get that shit off the Spotify playlist. It's time to play UK drill. You ever heard of Skepta before?
Yeah, I have.
Many, many times. I've heard
enough.
The amount of Skepta I heard on that Halloween, I was like, this is not scary. This just makes me feel like I'm,
You're a bit skeptical.
Yeah, I was skeptical about the whole thing. But sometimes Halloween parties can get a little bit like that. I like the classic Halloween party bags. You know, sometimes I'll carve a pumpkin as well. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
good activities to do.
I think the better Halloween parties are like the smaller ones.
Yeah,
like 10 or less people, where it's just like you have all the activities lined up, you kind of all do them, or some people watch you do them.
Yeah.
More communal. Eat sweets, I guess. Eat sweets, carve pumpkins, apple bobbing.
You do these
Watch a
things
scary
when you're
film.
like in like up until like age 12 or something, and then you don't do it anymore because like everyone decides that it's not cool.
Maybe we
anymore.
should do a Halloween party.
But I feel like you get to a certain point where you're kind of like, things were better back then, and you get nostalgic for these sort of older things, and that's when you.
I think we should go to Paul's Halloween party this year.
Oh dearie me! Well, that's going to be a pretty scary.
New rug orange law unlocked.
That might be the
Paul.
scariest. That might be the scariest Halloween party ever.
Just
and
don't
not for
go
good
into any
reasons.
room that has a lock on it.
I prefer spooky over scary at any point.
Spooky, scary, skeleton. Oh no, they might copyright that.
Yeah. I went to Asda a lot when I was young, and got these lovely DVDs. For some reason, we lucked out quite a lot with these DVDs. I remember watching Paranorman and Coraline and Monster House. Great kids' Halloween films. Probably do a tier list of them one day, just to, just
for fun,
just for a bit of fun. And there was this one DVD that was a multiple episode DVD of the Halloween special of Nickelodeon episodes.
Oh, that's quite good.
So you've got specials from SpongeBob and Rugrats, Wild Thornberries, other ones. There was this skateboarding one. Rad Skateboarders, maybe it was called.
Rad Skateboarders.
It's the one no one remembers. It came out the same year as SpongeBob, and no one remembers what it is. It's got these.
That's sad.
You know Tito? Have you seen Tito before?
No.
Maybe I was like, maybe it's a dream.
You made this episode up.
Made it up. But that's the episode where the SpongeBob episode is the one where SpongeBob is he's terrified of everything. He's a little bitch, little pussy. And
Oh, Squidward.
And everyone's trying to.
That wasn't very good.
That was actually better than I could ever do.
Oh, Squidward.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you sound a little bit like Daisy from. Yeah, that's
That
even
wasn't very
better.
good either. SpongeBob.
Great ending to that episode. Patrick shaves SpongeBob and he pretends to be the Flying Dutchman. Flying Dutchman turns up, takes off SpongeBob's napkin, and it's just a brain
napkin
underneath.
Oh. Wow, that's...
Cut to that clip now, because that was...
No, it was already playing. It just happened.
Oh, did it? Oh,
yeah.
Thanks for that, Callum.
We're running out of topics.
We're not running out of topics.
Yeah, we've
Halloween
been
is a
running out. We've been running out of
subject.
topics since episode 2.
Have we? Oh yeah. There's not enough things in the world to talk about.
Nothing that I care
Create
about.
some more stuff for us to mention.
If anyone's actually watching this, do me a favor. Go down to the comments and suggest something. Maybe we'll talk about it.
Maybe we don't even know what it is because it's
And
gonna be
maybe
in
if we know you in person, we'll get you on the episode for you to talk about it.
Yeah.
How's that?
You've got to pay for your own travel and your own McNuggets. Do you remember any Halloween specials from your youth?
No,
Do you not?
genuinely no.
Come on, man. You need to have a better memory than this. How are we supposed to do a podcast if you
Oh, I don't have
look
any
like
memory.
a goldfish?
Yeah, I don't remember the Goldfish episode.
Goldfish.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can get them pets at home. I look at all the goldfish. I couldn't ever get the tropical water fish because you're required to have like a warm tank for that.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a warm tank, but we did have SpongeBob little tank.
Oh, I had that too.
Did you have that?
Yeah. I had a tank with the pineapple, and that was it. Yeah.
The pineapple. I think I had Squidward's house as well. And
Ooh, wow, fancy.
Patrick's house is really easy to make at home. You just have to get a rock.
Rock and cut it in half.
Yeah. My little sawmill.
Yeah, that we all have.
We had 2 goldfish, and one of the goldfish was called different name, and the other goldfish was called Every Day. Which was just a communication breakdown between me and my mother, because I was like, we need to change their names every day. So let's just have a different name every day. She was like, let's just call the fish that.
Every day.
So every day the fish, he died when he was quite young, because fish don't live that long.
Well, goldfish, they can live for like 20, 30 years, no?
I think we just got bored of the goldfish at one point, because they're not very great pets unless they're more of a decorative item. So we just gave them to a family friend, and she put them in a pond. And I think they're on about generation 10 at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Which it would be like Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah. They have like mega evolutions.
Yeah. Different name, Junior is probably procreated with Every Day, Junior.
Different name than 10.
But, you go down enough generations as well, and like your 32nd cousins are basically like just a stranger to you. So yeah, we're probably like 32nd cousins.
Nah. Maybe 58th.
Yeah, maybe.
Obviously.
That's what's scary about. That's the spooky subject, incest. But what's up Alabama, like the incest capital of the world?
Turn it up now.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Are they all just one big happy family?
Yeah.
Sweet home.
Sweet home.
That's why it's a sweet home, because they all share the same, like, they all know each other back down there. You've got a place called Birmingham.
Birmingham. Why are you staring at me like that? Place called Birmingham.
They got a place in Birmingham and Alabama. Do you think it also has a spaghetti junction? There's probably a spaghetti restaurant, because that's an American thing, isn't it? They like food.
Spaghetti.
They probably have spaghetti on demand under spaghetti.
That's an American thing. They like food.
They can't get enough of it.
Around
I bet they eat it every day.
Here, we don't have restaurants because we don't like food.
No, we don't. we make our own beans on toast at home. Don't we, Callum?
If you put it into a pancake.
Yeah. Ooh.
Which, speaking of, 2 days ago, we released our first video on a new channel.
What?
Whoa! It's called Just Gone 12. Which is a little reference for those of you who understand. And the first video is up now. It'll be up. It'll do the card thing, and it'll be at the end of this video, I'm sure. And it's about, we were talking about it last podcast. It's about trying pancakes with different liquids. And I think it's a very entertaining watch.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised on how you saved that footage, because honestly, I didn't think it was usable.
Well, it was an hour and 45 minutes of dual camera footage.
Yeah,
edited
it
down
starts
to
off a little bit slow
27
because
minutes.
We're not the best at describing what we're eating, especially for the more eatable pancakes.
I can't describe things. I just do this.
Yes. Which for some people I think would be good. If you're like maybe a deaf listener, you'll be able to interpret what you mean by that. Maybe do sign language.
Yeah. Next time we'll get someone on at the corner of the screen to do sign language.
But it gets to a pretty scary point at some points. Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Like trying baby food.
Ooh.
I think we probably already talked about this last time.
Terrible.
Yeah. Baby food pancakes, yeah. Or beans pancakes.
How do you like to get into the Halloween spirit, Callum?
I don't know. I've never actually really done anything like huge on Halloween, and like, don't know. Yeah. I mean, I guess this is the Halloween spirit right now.
Sometimes they have like Halloween events at like Thorpe Park. I know they do Shocktober maybe, or is it Spooktober?
Spooktober.
Something like that.
Shocktober.
And
is that when it gets rainy and all the rides are a bit staticky?
Yeah. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Why Thorpe Park? Why would you do this to me?
Why? I thought Park we were friends.
Exactly. But they just have like men in like chains. I think they like have bags over their heads and they like chase after you, like, which I always thought that could be like a little bit awkward. Like, I've never been to a haunted house before. I've been on ghost trains at like crappy fun fairs, but something about like people in like costumes like running up to you. I don't know, like if I'm scared, I freeze up, but they can't do anything to me. They can't like attack me unless they like slap me, because maybe that's like I know there's some haunted houses which are really, really like intense, where they're allowed to like put you under like physical pain and stuff, which I can only see being really beneficial for like if you're like an adrenaline junkie, maybe.
Yeah,
like
I wouldn't want to
skydive.
do that really.
I think they like put your head underwater, and they keep having it underwater, and then you like
my
get
God.
like water in your lungs, and then they like hit you with a hammer, and then put a helmet on you, and then bang you with a fire extinguisher, which sounds quite like a bit of fun, you know. Maybe if you've had a few.
It sounds like
before.
those Russian video you showed me of the guy drinking and they hit him on the head.
There's a
everything.
drink that you could get in a bar in Russia where you put on a soldier's helmet, and when as you're taking, I think it's about 6 drinks that you have. With each drink, you get something like
bashed against your head.
You get like a hammer at one point, then he gets out a fire extinguisher, and then a whole keg, and then like a chair, and then like I think they drop a piano at him at the end. But you know, it's good fun, you know, especially if you're in Russia. Like, what can you do in Russia? Like walk around in the snow with
drink vodka.
Drink vodka to warm yourself up. Live in a shack, maybe.
Probably like put tank wheels on your car. Whatever they do.
Drive it around. Say
Russian
off.
engineering.
That's
that sort of thing.
That's as far as our Russian knowledge goes.
Yeah, I'm sure that's accurate.
Yeah.
That's not a stereotype. No.
What are some other stereotypes? What's some stereotypes about English people?
Hip hop, cheerio. We like tea.
Fish and chips.
Yeah, all of our food is grey. Which is true.
The only food that has flavour is Indian food.
The only food that has colour is mushy peas. And they're even worse.
You like fish and chips, don't you, Callum?
Yeah, I don't like mushy peas.
I've come around to mushy peas recently. I used to hate them, but like, if you're in the right mood,
I could actually go for a fish and chips right now.
oh, dude, fish and chips after this.
Yeah, fish and chips after
Come
this.
on, that is basically the stereotype, though. I don't think there's anything that we enjoy more than seeing like.
You know what? We have damn good fish and chips though.
I think seeing like foreign people embrace our culture, because I saw this video of this Japanese ambassador saying like I think he had a Ribena, and he was like, "This is very good," and then I was kind of like, "It makes me so happy to see that." and he's like holding a Paddington bear, and I'm like, this
guy has a love for our country.
this guy's cool. I like this guy, and I think people from Mexico have a similar thing. Like if Mexican people see a non-Latino person wearing a sombrero, I think they actually quite enjoy it. Like, I
pretty
think
drippy.
People who say like, this is a common thing, but with Speedy Gonzales, people say he's offensive, but apparently Mexican people actually quite enjoy Speedy Gonzales because they enjoy seeing like basically a stereotype of their culture, because it's just a fun thing for them. But not all cultures are like that. It's just, you know, it's a cultural part of them that they don't take offense to things like that, and I think that's kind of cool, and I think we're in a similar way.
Yeah, I don't take offense to any of the British stereotypes.
No, like the bad teeth.
I just find it funny.
Yeah.
To be fair, because most of them are true.
Yeah.
At least I can like admit that.
Yeah.
You know, the stereotypes for a reason.
Damn good fish and chips.
Yeah.
Damn good fish and chips.
It's quite hard to go to a fish and chip shop and get bad fish and chips.
Yeah. You have to really search for one. Because I think we know we can point
when you
it
see
out.
that when you see that food hygiene rating that isn't 5.
How low could you go?
Probably like 3.
I could probably go for a 2.
Wow.
If it was good enough.
The thing is, that 2 is probably just what happened to how that, like, a certain thing just happened on that day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when Ofsted comes into your school,
Yeah.
and just one kid misbehaves and you get a bad review.
And one teacher touches a child somewhere.
Oh.
It would just happen on this one day. Come on, cut them some slack. Did you ever have that? Did your school ever have a local pedophile?
I don't, not that I remember.
Well, I was not at school when this happened. This happened like in 14 or so. But there was a he didn't victimize any of the kids at my school, but he did, unfortunately he did molested a disabled child, like off yonder somewhere else,
That's nice.
Yeah, and
Good for him.
And his glove box had like child pornography ripped onto DVDs and stuff
DVDs.
like. Yeah, which is and he also had like sex toys in his glove box as well.
What the hell?
And he's also the first thing you see when you search up my school.
Wow, that's good.
Which is not great for my school.
Good rep.
Good rep,
At least all press is good press,
Yeah.
right?
But at least they got that search result.
Yeah.
You might have to cut that whole thing out.
I think it's all right. Don't you guys?
Yeah, exactly. Comment down below.
We're just being real.
Yeah,
we don't hold back on this podcast.
This is like the nonce special. That's what it is. It's not like, well, that's why we got clown outfits up here.
This is what. No, I'm not going to say that. What were we going to actually talk about? We didn't. Oh, it was 404 Studios guy, but we've already done that basically.
Yeah.
How everyone's mad at him.
Yeah. I think you could insert that. I think you start with the Halloween stuff, and then probably
maybe
we put that in there somewhere.
Although it's completely irrelevant to you guys.
Maybe I'll put in a segue that you can just randomly insert in.
Speaking of segues.
Oh my God. I hate everything that we're talking about right now, including that guy that came into our school. God.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I know. We had a grifter come into our university.
A grifter.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't like that term. Should we say who it was?
Yeah, we can say who it was.
The guy was called 404
Productions.
404 Productions, and he was coming in to tell us about AI, which we've mentioned on the show like too many times before.
Yeah.
But this guy, I think this
guy was a bit obsessed with AI.
The lecturers probably assumed that he was having a different,
Well, they basically said that, didn't they?
Yeah. So they had no idea. So they basically said, like, we didn't do any background checks on him. Because if you saw his website and you saw, like, any of his Instagram or his TikTok, it was all just AI slop, which is something that
he showed us a Labubu AI slop video.
Yeah.
That he was like, yeah, I made this or whatever.
So he comes in and he's like, you guys, you're going to stop making, AI films. This is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And it was all very baseline, kind of easy to understand.
The way he was pitching it was like, stop working with other people, work by yourself and make AI films.
Yeah. And he tries to convince us with these, like, awful, terrible films that he's made. His garage. But he told us, I make these films because they're easy to do and I can still pick up my kids. So,
Yeah, but it's also because it's way easier than probably what he was doing, and it makes him more money.
The way he was kind of talking about it reminds me of like the NFT people back
Crypto
a few years ago.
Bros.
Yeah, Crypto Bros. And it's kind of difficult for me to be convinced that this is like the future.
Yeah.
At least this, like, I guess it's different with NFTs because that was the product and it wasn't going to expand or be different in a few years. But with this, it's definitely going to get better. But I'm just not too convinced that this is where it's like, this is where the money is, what people like,
Yeah. Well, once it gets so good that no one can tell, then no one can tell.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sad. But currently it's not like that. So we got to, do our best to make actual, real films.
Yeah.
And, hope that's what people actually want to see, which it seems like it is.
He didn't seem to have much respect for what we were doing.
No.
And I don't think he chose his audience very well. I think
he said it himself.
He was given an opportunity to speak in front of an audience, and he didn't. I guess he took it knowing that we weren't gonna respect him afterwards, or we weren't gonna listen to what.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Why even do that in the first place?
I think it's just something to put on his LinkedIn. I saw his LinkedIn afterwards. He said, I did a talk in front of these university students. So that's just, I guess it's just something else to put on his CV.
Yeah.
Rishi Sunak.
Which, so he can be hired by...
Honestly, I don't know, because you can't, like, why would anyone hire this guy over anyone else?
Yeah, well, because this guy can do it all by himself with AI.
Yeah.
Great.
It's not like he has like he didn't seem like he was from like a tech background either, which is quite strange.
He's from a TV background.
Yeah, he made like all very kind of convincing names of these like game shows that he did, but none of us recognized any of them.
No.
All
they were kind of like spin-off shows as well, which is not a bad thing.
Like E-tier.
At least it's something. At least it's something, real.
But I guess he's not really coming from any kind of like highbrow entertainment field, so
no, he probably just actually didn't enjoy it by the end of it.
Which kind of it reinforces my point that I had on the third episode, that I don't think any of this is going to come for what we are trying to pursue. It's probably just going to come for like lowbrow, easy to make content.
Yeah, I guess.
I think audiences are more savvy than people let on, and they'll be able to reject stuff that is.
Well, I mean, the only issue with that is you can't do that when you can't tell.
It's true, but I think that at least for young people, I think that we've become more adjusted to it because we've seen it progress over a longer period of time. It's been around for like a higher percentage of our lives.
Yeah.
So it feels more. For us, I think it feels more tacky, and we're able to like quickly adjust ourselves to like, is that real or is that not? Even some things that on AI, we've kind of become more skeptical based on that is kind of oversaturated, very obvious kind of lifeless art style. So I forgot what my original point is. So, but for older, like, because this guy was like in his mid-40s, early 40s,
released probably.
So he would have. I think it's similar for people who were of that age when like the internet came out. They were like, oh my god, this is a new thing that I've never seen before. But for people like us, we haven't been alive in an era before the internet, so. It's just seemed like something that's always existed just for us. So we're able to, take it for granted, I guess, a little bit more. Yeah. And in this aspect, I think it's probably beneficial because we're not trying to, we kind of know how tacky it is to see and how sloppy and, it's just going to go away. It's just more content to fill up a hard drive or fill up a data center somewhere.
Yeah. I think studios will quickly realize that the whole point of making stuff is like to tell a story and for it to be like a real experience and stuff.
Take something away from it, like see into the person who made it, see into their mind.
Yeah.
Or see into a bunch of people's minds, depending on how big the project is. Yeah. Seeing a collaborative project as well can be like quite inspiring and all that, but you can't really be inspired by this stuff, really. It's kind of difficult. I mean, I guess you can, but it's going to be like, it's naturally, it's derivative by nature, so there's not much you can do. This is a very horrific subject.
Yeah, it's very spooky.
It's spooky. It's coming. It's going to come for you. Well, it's only going to come for you if you're like, oh, when I grow up, I want to make like low effort content.
Yeah, I guess so.
So if that's your dream, if you're in the money business, you're in the empire
the way
business.
he pitches it was as a replacement for everything.
Yeah, there wasn't any like, oh, this is gonna be this is how you can use AI to use it in your workflow or something.
He pitched it as a replacement for everything, whereas like, at least like with me, I use it for kind of mundane tasks that I don't find interesting. Like every time we'll have a production meeting, I'll have some audio recording, and I'll use that to make our notes just really quickly. And obviously if I need to make more detailed notes, I have that transcript I'll look through. But most of the time it's just like, okay, it's good just to have a sum up of what we talked about that session, because it just helps it stay in our heads a bit,
Yeah, and we can look back on
rather
what
than
we said.
one of us spending hours going through everything, being like, okay, we'll
Or
put that
hiring someone to do it, or
Yeah.
you know, relying on someone in their free time to like take notes for us and all that. So it just like
there. Yeah,
it makes it easier to do that sort of thing. And there's tons of like AI stuff that you can use in your workflow, like whether it be like Adobe Enhance, that can be misused in some cases,
Yeah.
especially if you're, you know, it comes out with like
Well,
podcast sounding audio.
I was actually, so the week after we had this lecture, we were talking about it in our like breakout groups, and I was putting my hand up a lot, basically educating the class, and I was just saying people don't understand the different. People are just against AI straight away. At least a lot of people in our uni are, but people don't understand the difference between generative AI and non-generative AI. I don't know what you'd call that, but I'm sure there's a proper name for it.
Machine learning.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. No, because you can have, I guess.
You know what? I just say machine learning sometimes because AI has become such a a dirty term.
But basically, I don't think a lot of people know the difference between that, because I tend to use a lot of AI tools that don't replace the source, but are used to like extract it. So like for mixing songs, you know, if you only have a single mono recording or whatever, you can now split it out into drums and bass and guitar and vocals quite well. And it's not taking the vocals of the song and reinterpreting
And you're
it.
not even sponsored now.
No. Well, I wouldn't even use that
Yeah.
now anyway. You can use UVR, Ultimate Vocal Remover. It's free.
I use that. It's great.
Really good. There's a lot of different models on there. But yeah, that is not taking your vocals out and then retraining an AI on them and then making new vocals. But it's just like very advanced, like noise suppression or noise reduction, because they used it on Now and Then, the Beatles last track, and a lot of people hear AI on it and they're like, oh, they've replaced John with an AI.
Yeah.
Which is just not true. It's like, you know, in the 90s when they made the original Getting Back Together songs, they obviously did any noise reduction technology they had at the time is basically the same kind of concept. Just now that we have machine learning to know what is a human voice and what isn't. So I think a lot of people get that mixed up.
I think especially since Now and Then was in 2023 and these things, the zeitgeist of these things change like very rapidly, like the technology does.
Yeah.
It was probably a good time to do it. I think if Now and Then was released now, there'll be a lot of kind of more pushback against it. I mean,
There was
you've
already
probably
a
seen
lot.
yeah. But I think it's a good idea to have a more moderate kind of take on it, because a lot of the things that we already use before this whole, you know,
I think it's just such an L take just to say AI bad.
yeah,
Because it's just not true. It's like, yeah, AI, I probably already talked about this. AI in like 20 years will probably cure cancer faster than we ever could. You know, AI in that respect, you can't say AI is just bad straight up, can you?
there's a story of this Pokemon card collector who died recently, and their spouse went on Reddit on like one of the community servers or community subreddits, and said this like thank you post to everyone who was being really supportive, and like one of the comments was saying like, oh, you wrote this with AI, please could you mention the fact that you used AI. And I think that was a significant like thing, at least for me, just seeing the amount that people hate this. Like you even go up to like sort of a grieving widow, and you kind of say, why would you know?
Or did she use AI?
She probably had a lot of things going on at the time. She did use AI to write it, but you know, I think you should just give people a pass sometimes. You know,
it's honestly not that bad, because it's like she probably had a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
and it's just, you know, I want to get this out there. I want to quickly let these people know.
Yeah,
you know, it does feel a bit like heartless in a way, but at the same time,
approved of everything that probably the model came up with, and she was like, yeah,
exactly.
That's how I genuinely feel about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just a different way of communicating, I guess, because
I think it's personal.
Because at the end of the day, you have the
too.
decision if you're going to put that out or not. It's not like you're, you know, being forced.
Oh yeah,
to.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it was just an interesting thing to see that someone could the AI hate could go that far.
Yeah. Actually, something, whilst we're on his topic, I guess, I want to mention how literally everybody in our uni rioted against him the day. Like, so many people left mid-lecture.
Yeah.
And then everyone else after was like
refused to go back, which is like a great protest, like going to the pub because like
so peaceful.
Yeah. And you get a drink as well, and you get to talk to your friends, and then you can be like, wow, I'm putting up a stance against things. So
a lot of like at least 20, 30 of us probably just didn't show up to the next lecture, completely protested it.
And they caught on as well. They were like, well, it doesn't look like this many people would just forget that we have our breakout rooms.
Oh, well, take this off your bingo cards. Even Ed Windus was Ed Wingnut, Ed Windex, Ed Windus.
Windows 7.
Windows 7. Even he was.
Even he put his foot down against like, this goblin who Grifter, this scam artist who came into our school
especially
and started telling us
week
to generate
after.
Pictures of boo-boos.
Especially the week after.
Yeah,
I don't know if you were there when he was doing it, but he was like, wow, respect for my guy Ed.
Yeah. 5% respect increase, Ed.
Yeah.
Ed Windows.
You're now on -7.
So just keep doing what you're doing, then you can make your way up.
Just keep getting really bad AI people.
Maybe the early 20% of respect.
Whoa, that's high, man.
But you got a year.
You've got a year.
You got some time. You can do it.
You know what? If you just give me an A, I'll forgive you.
Give me an A+ star.
Give me an A star, and we'll be cool. Me and you will go pub.
So you've never pumpkin carved before, Callum?
I've never carved a pumpkin personally. Maybe once, but I don't remember it.
It's a joyous experience. It really gets me in the mood. Don't do it too early though, because there's been a lot of times where we've carved a pumpkin maybe early October, and then we've kind of left it outside, and then the flies have gotten to it, and they lay their eggs, and then we get maggots in the pumpkins, which isn't fun. No. Which is kind of spooky though. But it's kind of like gross out kind of like gross out kind of spook, which is not my favorite kind of
gross out spook.
Because you got horror, terror, and then gross out. Those are like the ones that Stephen King have explained. I'm ad-libbing a Vsauce video here. You can tell that I've had a Vimto energy because I'm just like really like spitting out.
Only
like,
Vimto energy does this to you.
That I'm doing. But I really enjoy terror. I've always wanted to go into like imagine like a haunted house, but instead of like ghouls and ghosts and vampires jump scaring you and stuff, you walk into a room and it's like a liminal space almost. Like an interactive liminal space. But you're only allowed to go one at a time, because if you go in a crowd, it really like defeats the purpose of a liminal space. You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool. If you're like an investor or something, get me on that project. I'd love to design a liminal space haunted house.
Sorry, I wasn't even listening to what you were saying. How did you get to this?
Horror, terror, and gross out.
Oh, okay.
That's the terror. But like
Terry, I get it.
Yeah,
Terry.
Horror, horrific, Terry, terrific.
Whoa. Bro's a poet.
Think about that? Things are full of awe, which are awesome, but they can also be awful.
Oh.
Ooh.
I guess awe.
Or
like a bow.
like a bow. or like Minecraft or.
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently.
You've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently. 21 hours in the last...
We can split the difference, Callum.
I've played maybe 5 hours in the last 10 days. You've played 20 plus hours in the last 10 days.
It's so much fun. I'm really getting into my Minecraft phase right now. I'm playing hardcore. And I'm too scared to go to the end right now, so I've been playing the same hardcore map for like a solid 4 days, but like 4 days at like a working day. Like this is like people back in the day when they were actually literally in the mines. I'm in the mines, but like virtually.
For real.
Mining all the coal, and I've got Fortune 3.
Switch to VR.
And I'm trading with the villagers. I started a raid for my village that I was in a little plains biome, and I was really overconfident as well. But then these do you remember the people who bring up the things,
Bring up the things.
The pillagers, those ones, the ones at the woodland mansions that drop the token of undyings. What are they called?
The illusioners.
The
illusioners? Or is that the one that isn't in the game?
I have no idea.
Something
But
like that.
Something. And he brought his fucking fairies, and the fairies started attacking me.
Oh,
And
no.
I started getting down to 2 hearts, so I was like, "Fuck this shit," and I ran. And then it was like Ray defeated, and I was like, "Oh shit! Hopefully my villagers are still alive." So I come back, and then
They're
all
all
of the
dead.
villagers are dead. But at least I got a totem of undying out of it,
That's pretty valuable.
sacrificing 8 lives so I can save myself once.
That's pretty valuable in hardcore.
That's like the Minecraft version of the trolley problem. Would you, if you could, like a train is going for like 5 people on the track, could you hit the switch and then it goes just for the one person? Could you do that?
It depends who the people are.
You don't know anything about these people.
Oh yeah, so I'd switch it to go for the one person.
What do you think the 5 people were going to be? Hitler, Mussolini,
Well, you never know.
Osama bin Laden,
You never know. You might.
Saddam Hussein,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein, and then the one guy is like Mother Teresa.
Oh my god.
Could you do it? I mean, it is 5 people versus 1. So
Yeah, but I think I'd let the train go over them.
that's good, Callum. You passed the test.
Wow. I'm glad I passed the test.
I'm gonna crash out at one point and just
Yeah, so am I.
like fall asleep after this podcast. I mean, the mood lighting is it's probably not helping a little bit. Oh, don't do that. You scared me.
Do you like my Fnaf
Yeah.
impression?
Did you ever get into Fnaf like in terms of like watching game theory? Like on the
Yeah.
forums
I
and
watched them
stuff?
early on. I've not really watched them in 8 years.
I
or whatever.
rewatched some of the ones on because I think FNAF 1 and 2 are like the best ones because they've still kept that sense of mystery.
Yeah,
Nowadays, you can read like I think they've got FNAF mangas.
FNAF 1 is just so much scarier than any of the other
Yeah.
FNAF games for some reason.
FNAF 4 is pretty scary, but it's like a force kind of scary.
No, I don't
They've
think it's that scary.
They've got like the
I think FNAF 1 and 3.
yeah.
Springtrap is one scary, like, figment.
Your imagination.
Well, I guess, kind of is
Wow.
the theme of that game.
Yeah.
No, but it's like so freaky, like his like you can see the layers of his skin and
There was so much like hype for FNAF, and just like the
FNAF
mystery of the whole
did
thing.
you?
but-
When is FNAF 2 coming out? Was it just announced? The film.
Oh, I was like, are we doing a bit here?
Yeah. When is?
I think it has been announced. I'm not sure. I think
Yeah.
it did really well.
It did, and everyone I know who likes it say it's so bad, but I love it. So
Like the animatronics in it are really, really impressive. But just watching it, I was just like, watch Willy's Wonderland. It's sillier. It knows what it is.
Yeah.
You know. And it's got Nicolas
I don't
Cage
remember
in it.
watching either of them, but apparently I have.
I have as well. I did not remember a single thing about the first night. I remember they were in the woods, and there were children, and the children were
Yeah,
possessing
yeah.
the spirits
Oh, I
of the,
remember now. What was
the
it coming back to me?
animatronics. But I don't know if that was just the trailer because I used to work.
Well,
I
that's
used to
kind
work
of
at
the
View.
FNAF 1 lore, isn't it?
Yeah,
A little bit.
the amount of times I heard "Welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's." It's
Hello,
literally, I'm like a sleeper agent now. You say
welcome
that
to your
me,
new
I'm gonna-
career
like, you know,
as a performer / entertainer at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Oh, you're doing the FNAF 3 one, aren't you? What do I know what that is?
I don't know. I'm just the animatronics get a little quirky at night, so be on the lookout. Oh, and also, you have a limited amount of power.
Is this the remaster?
Yeah,
You're
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just saying. Hello. This is a recorded message. Yeah. Oh, speaking of movie sequels, Minecraft movie 2
is coming out in 2 years. So
Yeah, 2
mark your
years.
calendars, everyone.
I know I will.
It's going to be Jack Black is going to shave his beard.
Yeah, he's
for
going to
this
shave
one.
his beard, grow his hair long, dye it red,
green shirt,
green shirt, and
he's gonna
grey
be like,
trousers.
I am
Well,
Alex.
I am Alex.
Apparently, Kirsten Dunst is going to play Alex in the new
I don't know what she looks like.
Mary Jane, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
But she's
original Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, she must be old now. Wasn't that like 20 years ago?
Time is a thing.
Wasn't original Spider-Man like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's going to be like, she's like in her late 40s now, but she's like...
Was she only 20 in Spider-Man?
She's a real one, because she's like, I haven't watched a Minecraft movie, but I'd love to be in Minecraft movie too, so I can make a ton of cash. Apparently the kids really like it as well, so... Yeah,
I mean, it's a good kids film, I guess.
I know that Trey Parker was in a Despicable Me 3 because he just wanted something for his kids to watch.
With him in it.
With him in it, yeah.
Can't watch anything else unless he's in it.
Be a watch. Well, I guess you can't really take your kids to the Book of Mormon.
Instead of showing my kids actual movies when they're growing up, I'm just going to show them our podcast.
Please don't. We'll cut the thing about my pedophile teacher.
Oh no, I have to cut it twice.
God damn it.
Yeah. We are running out of topics.
Yeah.
This is dire. Please, someone help us.
Scooby-Doo is a pretty good thing to watch around Halloween.
What, the 2002 movie?
No. I tried to watch that recently. God awful. I hate it so much.
With Linda Carden. Well, I don't remember how you say her name. She's in Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but she's also
she plays Velma.
Yeah.
And Freddie is played by...
The casting is actually pretty good. Like, if you look at them and then look at
what dog did they get for Scooby?
Well, that was all CG, and it was actually pretty good CG.
They got Rowan Atkinson as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in that movie.
Oh, wow.
He was like
I've not seen it.
I think he was the big bad guy in it. Pretty sure.
Because I was watching the new Corridor VFX artist react, and they were talking about that film. And you know what? The VFX for Scooby aren't actually that bad, and some of them are really good. So, yeah.
I think there's a. I was talking to my friend about this, and CG has kind of like plateaued for like the last probably like 20 years.
Well, now it's just getting into like realism. Because in that same video, actually, they were showing this. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a film where, you know, their skin goes together and it merges.
Yeah.
But they even had like all the details of the bones underneath the skin, and like the subsurface scattering, because, you know, like when light goes through skin in the thinner parts, it'd be like pinkish and like more see-through. Like, that is so realistic looking that it's really impressive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
An idea of how CG is kind of like not become, I guess in some aspects, like if you're watching The Irishman or you know, El Camino and stuff, those have got visual effects in them, but you're not supposed to notice them because they're meant to be like, they're meant to cover up like for and be realistic and stuff. And you could never say like, oh, the CGI was really like convincing, because you can't even notice that it's CGI in the first place. But Davy Jones is a popular example to bring
from
up.
the Monkees?
Yeah.
No way.
And how he looks pretty spectacular for the time, and
he
also by
insane.
Today's standards as well.
I think it's a lot to do with the colouring. It just matches the colours so well.
And how do you like...
Even the skeletons in the first one.
How do you even look at that and be like, oh yeah, this came out, what, 2006?
We're talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yeah,
by the way, right?
yeah. Not the Monkees.
Monkey.
The guy in the Monkees was actually CGI.
Not the
whole
British
time.
guy from the Monkees.
Yeah. But like, how does he look so good? Come on.
Just a lot of work.
And I saw Madame Web like recently, and I was like, this looks like complete shit. What have you done here? Is it just overworked like employees? You know, are you outsourcing all your stuff to Vancouver from people unexperienced?
I think they just got paid fairer VFX artists in the past, so they cared a lot more about their jobs.
Yeah.
Now it's a bit like,
that was an assembly line of hundreds of. There was I watched a bit of Mr. Plinkett, if you've like Red Letter Media.
No.
He's doing a review of The Force Awakens, and you just see all the credits of all the VFX artists. There's like hundreds and hundreds of names,
God.
and he's like, oh my god, it's like the Vietnam Memorial. It's like, what's going on here? Yeah, it's crazy. I watched a movie called Life of Pi. It's all about this. It's all about the VFX artists who did Life of Pi at the time, because that was like a groundbreaking.
Yeah, that is
film.
that's quite good.
The effects in that are great, and they basically, when they got their award for like best effects at the Oscars, the Oscars did a typical thing where they weren't even speaking for that long, but they were like, things are getting really dire in the industry right now. Like a lot of these like studios are shutting down. Like we're getting overworked and underpaid and stuff. And the Oscars just like played them out with music, just cut them off completely, cut their mics. Yeah.
That's wild.
And the studio ended up shutting down. It was a studio, I think, based in Toronto, Vancouver, one of those. But yeah, they shut down, unfortunately.
Canada 8, bud.
And it's actually quite depressing, especially for things like, you know, the Sonic movie and stuff. There is a theory that they did make a crappy looking Sonic just to get like as a guerrilla marketing campaign, which is really clever, up to the point where I don't think they're smart enough to have
because
done
they've probably
that.
spent millions redoing it. So,
and they've had to like push the date back,
because I bet you can probably well, maybe maybe not yet, but at some point you're probably able to find the full version of the movie with the original effects.
And that movie came out like a month before COVID. So if they planned this whole thing and then suddenly like a worldwide pandemic happened, they were like, "Fuck, we should have just done the good Sonic to begin with."
Yeah.
But yeah, the employees who were probably overworked and to just do that with those VFX, it must be crazy. It must be like working at Rockstar. Can you imagine being a Rockstar employee right now? I haven't seen my kids in a month. Can I go home, please? No. Don't worry, we've put a bed in your office.
We'll give you a free PS6 to play.
Do you think you might get an Xbox Series S? Because I think that's the least expensive thing
to be able to play GTA.
To play GTA 6.
No.
How much would
I've
that?
never played GTA, but I'll be interested in playing the new one when it comes out. I
might try and convince a friend if they'd let me play on there. I know some people with PS5s, and
I just would never use it for anything else.
Yeah,
it's the problem. So
get a PS5 Pro, set you back a £600, but
I'll get it and I'll play it for 30 days. Return it on Amazon.
Play it on this thing. You play it 4K.
Yeah, really high quality. At least it's 100 hertz.
Yeah.
Nice and
people
smooth.
were standing out in line for the PS5, and they were getting, and all their pre-orders were cancelled. No one could get it back then, but like
now you can get it, but it's more expensive than it was at launch.
By the time,
and it's less storage.
By the time you could actually buy it, like technology has kind of like moved on. And I think we've had discussions like this before. Like I think in episode 2 we were talking about like when we were talking about Nintendo, you kind of said this whole thing kind of falls to the wayside when computers kind of exist and you can do a lot more on them and stuff. But to be honest, the amount of hoops that I've had to jump through to try and get like emulators and stuff working, like I have these Donkey Kong bongos that we use for a game called Donkey Konga. We're talking about Nintendo again, but this is just what happens when you're in a podcast with me, Callum. I'm sorry, it's just had to be this way.
Nintendo, no.
And it's a really fun rhythm game, and I've tried to set up. You need to get this. I've got this Mayflash GameCube controller adapter with USB sticks at the end. I put it in there, and I have to download these drivers and then I reconfigure my controls. And because the Donkey Kong bongos have different buttons in them, they represent different things, and it gets like, and I'm like, you could just get a GameCube with, and
with
just
the game.
With the game, and
that's a bit different though. That's like retro gaming.
Yeah, but I guess my point is that it's just a lot of work, and a lot of people don't want to go through that extra bit of effort.
But most people get a modern console to play modern games.
Yeah.
And you can play most of those on a computer.
Yeah.
So
Steam has made it really easy for newcomers.
And for me, a big part of why I would have bought a console in the past is being able to collect the games as well.
Yeah.
Having them physically. And if I can't do that, I might as well just be buying them on Steam.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think the console space and the PC space are so different, and I think Xbox, Microsoft and Sony are starting to realize that. Nintendo has yet to adjust to that.
I think Xbox are going to just stop making consoles soon.
Yeah, I don't think they like because Microsoft already have Windows, so it's like
I think they're going to do a massive push on handheld gaming.
yeah, because they had that Xbox handheld thing come out recently.
ROG
Yeah.
collab, which is just overpriced and not good compared to anything else.
Yeah, you might as well get a Steam Deck.
Yeah,
But because it's like if you're a PC gamer, you can do more things, and you have more control, more freedom, more liberty. But if you're on console, you kind of
well, it's like getting an iPhone versus an Android phone.
you're kind of guaranteed like
Simplicity versus customizability.
when you have a game for your Xbox, you've kind of guaranteed that it's going to work unless it's Cyberpunk 2077. So you've got that guarantee, and for some people that's just enough of a point of like a safety net for them to keep buying like consoles and continue being to be honest, it's a lot cheaper to be a console gamer, at least initially. Like you'll be saving money in the long term for the games that you get during like sales and stuff.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that initial like
Well, I don't know. Now, I don't think really, because what's a PS5? £500. You could put a pretty decent gaming PC for £500,
probably,
especially if you're savvy.
like PS5 level with a like a controller input as well.
You could probably do it still. It probably wouldn't be as powerful as a PlayStation, but now you have the platform to upgrade. All the games are like 10x cheaper, and if you want, you can pirate them. I'm just going to say that now.
What I love about like moving and transitioning to PC is like the variety of controller types, and Steam being able to recognize any type of controllers. I plugged in my Mayflash GameCube adapter, and Steam immediately recognized that I was plugging in like 4 GameCube controllers.
Yeah,
Rumble supported. All of the inputs are there, and
you couldn't do that on like a PlayStation or Xbox, even if you wanted to.
Like you can use if you're playing with friends locally as well. You can use because I can use like Wii remotes if I'm playing on Dolphin, or I can use GameCube games if I'm playing on Dolphin, but on GameCube mode. Xbox controllers and using PS4 controllers as well. Just anything that's like a Bluetooth device seems to work like pretty perfectly, and it's just an enjoyable experience to just doing all that. But you do have to jump through a few hoops to do so. But
I like that.
There's a sense of accomplishment when you actually finally get it working.
I like messing with technology.
I love downloading antivirus software.
I don't have any antivirus software.
Gets me in the mood. Do you have Protogent?
No, I have Windows.
Because my system crashed the other day, but I need Protogent.
I have Windows Defender Firewall.
Do you?
Yeah, that's the one that's built into Windows.
How do you get that?
It's built into Windows. You already have it. Probably.
Damn. I've been using Avast for far too long.
Don't even bother. 90% of people don't bother with an antivirus, really.
I'm just going to delete it from my computer. I keep getting like
it's probably just Bitcoin mining.
I'm getting the 90% sale, and it just says, instead of it like an X to cancel it says, "No, thank you. I'll miss out this incredible deal." And you have to click that box. I guess I'm gonna have to miss out the incredible deal.
Was it McAfee that was just at one point? It was just Bitcoin mining without your permission. It was one of the really popular antiviruses.
That sounds so cool. I don't think I ever had McAfee. I think it was always AVG or Avast or something like that.
Every time I went round to like my grandparents' house, they would have like a new antivirus that they would have been like sold upon when buying a computer. I'm like, you don't need this.
Yeah.
What are you doing on your computer to need an antivirus, especially on Windows 10?
It's like a VPN. Like there's tons of benefits for VPNs, especially now if you're in the UK. But you're not any more protected than you are if you're, unless you're on public Wi-Fi, for example. But if you're just at home, you don't really need to worry about people looking at your personal information.
No.
If you've got a VPN.
Well, I guess if you're doing anything a bit dodgy, then get an antivirus. But you probably don't need it.
Are you going to websites with RU in the URL? Maybe you need it. Bringing it back to Russia from before. Full circle.
Wow.
Incredible, guys.
Incredible. We're such good storytellers. Not.
Have I got a
How
story?
to tell a story.
Have you got a story for me, Callum?
No. I just wanted to see how long we've been recording.
We've got 67 minutes we've recorded this for.
Was an hour fine?
We might have to cut a little bit. Let's go for a little bit longer.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to look into the back of my mind.
Can you see? What can you see?
Do you see what I see? What is your favourite Halloween song, Callum?
My favourite Halloween song? I don't know.
The Monster Mash.
Sure.
Thriller? Michael Jackson's Thriller? These appear on all of the Halloween party playlists.
I don't know.
Spooky Scary Skeletons, the Living Tombstone remix.
No, I don't know if I have
Five
a
Nights
favourite
at Freddy's Living Tombstone.
There you go.
So good.
I remember that.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Fnaf at Freddie.
If I send this to you, Callum, later, I will have a video of me dancing to Five Nights at Freddy's playing right here, just to get you into the Halloween spirit.
Wow, the spooky spirit.
Yeah, it's kind of getting me really spooked up. It's too spooky for me. That's the beginning. Can we have that as a sound effect at the start?
I can't do it anymore.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I guess that's and by a little bit longer I meant a minute longer.
Yeah. Just for us to make Halloween sound effects to the camera.
I'll try to do a witch.
Oh my god. That was surprising.
What about a zombie? Brains.
That's like the Terraria zombies.
What about a cat? What a bat?
Trying to, that's not a noise you
Wait,
can make.
that's a gun.
It's a helicopter, man.
Helicopter.
That's what your hat makes. This is.
Thank you for watching Rug Orange Halloween.